are a group of MBA students from the University of Michigan on what's called an MTrek trip, which is an opportunity for us to bond before we start up school. We're both MBA 1s and MBA 2s, and the purpose for this trip was help us bond, but also to do something more than other MTrek groups that were just getting together and kind of hopping from beach to beach. We wanted to do something with impact, something that had meaning. We wanted to do some volunteer work.
We built water filters, we distributed solar panel lights, there's some other things.
We helped install some of those water filters in houses. We're scheduled to install some here at the airport. And we also installed some at another NGO, right?
I think that one of the biggest things was water filtration. It seems so simple, but one of the things I learned while I was here was that it's actually quite complicated to filter water, and there was a lot more to the water filter, and the community education aspect of it than meets the eye. So coming out here and actually seeing it firsthand was very enlightening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like for example, how they take clean water and then combine it with things that have been done with the contaminated water, therefore like not actually getting the benefits of the water filter system, so how important educating them is, and things like that.
And I also expected that our group would be working somewhat in isolation, but in fact we were working directly with beneficiaries here, which was really great. It was great to be able to talk to people, ask them about their lives, and get a really solid understanding of how they lived. That wasn't something I expected, but very much appreciated.
It is also interesting to see how differently people lived and how much variation there is in standard of living even within the town. And then going out to Ramaki to see the lifestyles out there, it's eye-opening.
I think going to the Ramaki that was something special. It was nice to go out there and visit the folks out on the island and kind of learn a little bit about their way of life.
Meeting the village elders. That was nice.
When we went to the NGO to put in the water filter, 3 of the women in the office immediately signed up to come to classes and get one of their own. So seeing how the word of mouth worked was really neat.
Yeah, and the word of mouth applied. That was amazing when we distributed lanterns. Within half an hour we went from talking with 5 people about these lights to amassing a group of 35 to 40 people. And as we were leaving, people even called out from their homes, about the lanterns, that they wanted one too. So it was powerful to see how the community kind of looked out for each other and informed each other about what was going on, and it was very much connected.
What would you guys say to anybody who is thinking about coming down to volunteer or do an internship with the organization?
Do it. Do it. It's a fantastic experience.
I guess one thing that really stuck out for me is the living conditions at blueEnergy are so much better than I expected them to be, and then the living conditions of the communities we were helping were so much worse than I was expecting them to be. Just, that's the way.
Yeah, and I had been involved in a research project to help a nonprofit in the United States distribute solar-powered lanterns, and we had tried to get our small team to come down, and really help in the field, but there wasn't enough funding. So for me personally, to get a chance to kind of, get my hands dirty, be out here and witness things from on the ground was the missing link for this project. I don't think that any project is successful unless there are people on the ground understanding the context and the sheer complexity of it, because you just don't know what you don't know until you're down here. You don't see, how, like Therese said, how, there's variation in income within a community and such diversity and complexity of the life here. So you really need people on the ground, and I think that this project really shifted my understanding of how important it is to have people here on the ground. So it was absolutely critical for the work I was doing back with the university to come down here.
Also, to build on that is this is the first time I've ever worked with an NGO And to anybody who would think about maybe coming here and doing this type of work, it's very interesting that many of the people within Blue Energy have different jobs and they're expected to do different things. So it's not like you're in one track and you only work with water filtration. There's many opportunities to help out in other areas because you know the amount of need in the community and the amount of effort being put forth by Blue Energy requires people to kind of multitask and do many different things.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you. Everyone at Blue Energy, you know, seeing the passion and being able to work with you guys has been amazing.
Yeah, and as somebody who used to work for Blue Energy, it's it's been one of the kind of fundamental experiences of my life, being able to come down and being able to meet people, being able to get to know the people at Blue Energy and see the work that they do. And then this is the first time I've ever actually been able to go out in the fields and not been stuck behind a computer in the accounting office. And it makes it even richer to also see the growth of the organization from the time I started, the growth of Bluefield from the time I started, and just to see how Blue Energy is growing and changing along with everybody else, and influencing the growth and the change in Bluefields.
Perfect.